Let me ask you a question. Who are you? Not your name, not your job, not the titles you wear or the roles you play. Who are you deep inside? I'm asking you to look beyond the surface, to see beyond the mask you wear for the world. Because here's the truth, too many people go through life not even knowing who they really are, not understanding the full depth of their potential. Listen to me, because this right here could be the moment that changes everything for you. You're not here by accident. You're not watching this by coincidence. There's something inside you that's been waking up and is begging for you to listen. You're here because you want to do more, be more, and you know you have more inside you, but you've been too afraid to face it. I'm telling you right now, you need to make this moment count. Don't scroll past. Don't turn away. Because the truth about who you really are is sitting right in front of you, and it's time you finally see it. We live in a world that constantly tells us who we should be. From the moment we're born, the expectations start piling up: family expectations, societal pressures, cultural norms. We're told what success looks like, what happiness should feel like, and who we should become in order to fit in. And slowly over time, we begin to lose sight of who we really are. The result, an identity crisis. An identity crisis isn't just about a single moment of confusion or a phase in life. It's something deeper. It's the subtle, gradual erosion of the very essence of who you are. You start out in life with a clear sense of wonder and curiosity, eager to explore the world and figure out what excites you. But as you grow older, the voices around you start telling you what you should be. Your friends, your teachers, your boss, and even strangers all have their own ideas about who you should become. Over time, these external influences drown out your inner voice, and you start questioning your own beliefs, values, and desires. You no longer know what you want, you just know what you're supposed to want. This is where the crisis happens. This is when you find yourself stuck in a never-ending loop of trying to live up to other people's standards, to achieve the success that others have defined for you, and to constantly seek approval and validation. And what happens when you can't meet those expectations? Disappointment, frustration, a feeling of being lost, like you're playing a role that doesn't fit. You start feeling like a shadow of who you could be. But here's the catch: the crisis is not the problem. The problem is how long we let it persist. Too many people spend years, even decades, living in this state of confusion and uncertainty. They chase after the wrong things, lose themselves in the process, and wonder why they feel so empty despite checking all the boxes of success. The truth is, they've never stopped to ask themselves the most important question of all: who I really? Breaking free from this identity crisis begins when you take a step back and refuse to let others dictate your life. It's about taking the time to rediscover who you are at your core, beyond the labels, the roles, and the expectations placed on you. It's about realizing that your worth doesn't come from what others think of you or what you achieve. It comes from within. You are more than your job title, your income, or your social status. You are your values, your beliefs, your passion, and your purpose. In a world that's constantly trying to define you, the real breakthrough comes when you take ownership of your own identity. It's when you stop comparing yourself to others and start being true to yourself. Because when you know who you are, when you understand your purpose, the world no longer has the power to define you. You define yourself. And once you've done that, everything changes. You make decisions based on your authentic self, not on someone else's idea of what you should be. You pursue the things that matter most to you, not what society says is important. Understanding who you are is the first step toward breaking free from the identity crisis that holds so many people back. It's the key to unlocking your full potential and living a life that is uniquely yours. The world might try to shape you, but your identity is yours to define. And once you truly know who you are, there's nothing in this world that can stop you from achieving greatness. Self-discovery is a journey, a personal quest to unearth the truth of who you really are, to reconnect with the essence of yourself that has often been buried beneath layers of expectations, fears, and doubts. It's not just about finding what you like to do or what you're good at. It's about peeling back the layers of who you think you should be so you can finally reveal the person you've always been at your core. This process is vital because without it, you risk living a life dictated by external forces, never fully experiencing the richness and depth of your own potential. We are all born with an innate sense of curiosity and wonder. As children, we are free to explore, ask questions, and discover the world around us. But somewhere along the way, we lose that sense of freedom. We start to let the world define us. We let others tell us who we should become. Teachers, parents, friends, and society all have their own visions for us, and before we know it, we've adopted these visions as our own. We begin to measure our worth by external standards, grades, achievements, possessions, and we forget to look inward to ask ourselves what truly makes us happy, fulfilled, and alive. Self-discovery requires courage. It takes strength to question the path you've been walking and wonder if it's truly yours. It takes vulnerability to admit that the life you've built so far might not align with your true self. The process can feel uncomfortable. It's a challenge to confront the parts of yourself you've neglected or hidden, the dreams you've abandoned, or the fears you've avoided. But this discomfort is a sign of growth. It's only when you step outside your comfort zone and question everything you've assumed about yourself that you can begin to make the shifts necessary for true self-awareness. The road to self-discovery is not linear. It's filled with moments of uncertainty, doubt, and even failure. You'll encounter obstacles that challenge your beliefs and assumptions about who you are. You'll face moments where you wonder if you're on the right path. But with each step, you uncover a little more about yourself. You learn what truly motivates you, what excites you, and what excites you, and what holds you back. You discover your values, your passions, your purpose. And slowly, you start to realize that you have the power to create the life you want, not based on what others want for you, but based on who you are at the deepest level. The most important part of self-discovery is learning to trust yourself. It's about listening to your inner voice, the one that has always known what's best for you, even if it's been drowned out by the noise of the outside world. Trusting yourself means having the confidence to make decisions that align with your authentic self, even when others may not understand or agree with them. It means being willing to step into the unknown, to take risks, and to follow the path that feels true to who you are, even if it's different from what others expect. When you embark on the journey of self-discovery, you give yourself the greatest gift you can offer, not just for yourself, but for the world around you. Because when you truly know who you are, you become unstoppable. You radiate confidence and purpose, and you inspire others to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery. The power to change your life lies within you, waiting for you to uncover it. When you embrace who you truly are, the world becomes a canvas for you to paint your dreams, create your reality, and live a life that is uniquely yours. Purpose is the driving force that fuels every action, every decision, every step you take in life. Without it, life can feel like a series of random events, disconnected from anything meaningful. But when you tap into your purpose, everything changes. It's as if the fog lifts and suddenly you can see a clear path ahead. Purpose gives direction, motivation, and energy. It's the reason you get up in the morning, the reason you push through challenges, and the reason you keep going even when it feels like the world is against you. The challenge is that many people spend years, even their entire lives, searching for this purpose. Society often defines success through wealth, status, or accolades, leading us to believe that purpose is tied to external achievements. But the truth is, purpose is something much deeper. It's not found in the titles you hold, the possessions you own, or the approval you seek from others. It's found in understanding who you are at your core and aligning your actions with your values, your passions, and your inner desires. Too often, people get caught up in the race to meet societal standards of success, chasing promotions, building careers, accumulating wealth, and they forget to ask themselves why. They're doing it. They work tirelessly to climb a ladder, only to realize that the ladder is leaning against the wrong wall. Their life becomes a series of achievements, but something is still missing. They may have everything society says they should want, yet feel unfulfilled, like they're running on empty. This is because their actions aren't driven by purpose, but by external expectations. Finding your purpose is not a one-time event. It's a process that requires introspection, exploration, and a willingness to ask yourself the hard questions. What do I truly want? What makes me come alive? What is it that I want to contribute to the world? The answers won't always be clear right away. Sometimes they emerge over time through trial and error, through the experiences and challenges that shape your life. But the key is to remain open to the process and trust that, with time, you will discover what truly lights you up. When you find your purpose, it feels like you've discovered something that was always there waiting to be uncovered. It's the thing that makes you excited to wake up each day, the thing that gives you clarity in moments of doubt, and the thing that keeps you going when things get tough. Purpose becomes your anchor, grounding you in who you are and what you want to achieve, no matter what obstacles come your way. The power of purpose is not just personal, it extends beyond you. When you align yourself with your purpose, you begin to inspire others. Your actions, driven by genuine passion and conviction, have a ripple effect. People are drawn to your energy, your authenticity, and your determination. You become a force for change, a beacon of inspiration for those around you, encouraging them to find their own purpose and step into their own power. Living with purpose doesn't mean life is free of challenges. In fact, it's often in the pursuit of purpose that the most difficult obstacles arise. But when you know why you're doing something, when your actions are aligned with your values, the struggle becomes meaningful. Every setback becomes a lesson, every challenge an opportunity for growth. You realize that the journey is just as important as the destination, and the pursuit of purpose is what gives your life depth and meaning. So when you're feeling lost, when you're unsure of your next move, remember that the power of purpose is within you. It's always been there. The key is to uncover it, trust it, and live by it. When you do, You will discover a life full of meaning, fulfillment, and impact, and you'll find that nothing can stop you from achieving what you were always meant to do. Limiting beliefs are the invisible barriers that hold us back from reaching our true potential. These beliefs, often formed early in life, are the narratives we tell ourselves about what we can or cannot do. They shape our actions, limit our decisions, and often dictate how we approach challenges. The danger lies in how deeply ingrained these beliefs become, so much so that we start to accept them as true, even when they are based on fear, insecurity, or past failures. The key to unlocking your full potential lies in overcoming these beliefs and replacing them with empowering ones that align with your true capabilities. We all carry some form of limiting belief. For some, it may be the idea that they're not smart enough or talented enough to succeed. For others, it could be the belief that they don't deserve success, love, or happiness. These beliefs are rooted in fear and often arise from negative experiences, criticism, or comparison to others. Over time, they begin to shape our identity, making us feel small, insignificant, or incapable of achieving greatness. The problem is that these beliefs are rarely based on fact. They are simply stories we've accepted as true. But here's the reality: you are not defined by the limitations you place on yourself. The only thing standing between where you are now and where you want to be is the belief that you cannot get there. Once you challenge those limiting beliefs and replace them with the truth of your potential, you unlock an entirely new realm of possibility. The first step in overcoming limiting beliefs is to recognize them. You must become aware of the thoughts that hold you back and acknowledge the negative patterns you've been following. This awareness is powerful because it gives you the ability to interrupt these patterns and begin to shift your mindset. For example, if you've always believed that you're not capable of achieving something, the first step is to challenge that belief. Ask yourself, what evidence do I have to support this belief? More often than not, you'll realize that there is little to no evidence backing it up. The belief is based on past experiences or negative feedback, not on your true potential. Once you've recognized the limiting belief, it's time to reframe it. Instead of saying, I can't do this, start saying, I am capable of learning, growing, and achieving this. Shift your focus from what you can't do to what you are willing to do to make it happen. Overcoming limiting beliefs also requires a shift in the way you see failure. Too many people view failure as the end of the road, as proof that they aren't good enough or worthy of success. But failure is not a reflection of your worth. It's a part of the process of growth. It's through failure that you learn, adapt, and improve. When you view failure as a lesson, it loses its power to hold you back. Instead of seeing failure as a setback, see it as a stepping stone on your journey to success. When you change your perspective on failure, you remove one of the biggest limiting beliefs that prevent so many people from taking risks and pursuing their dreams. One of the most powerful tools for overcoming limiting beliefs is surrounding yourself with people who believe in you. When you have a support system that encourages your growth and challenges your limiting beliefs, it becomes easier to push past them. The people you spend time with can either reinforce your limitations or help you break through them. Seek out those who inspire you, who challenge you, and who see the potential in you that you might not see in yourself. Finally, remember that overcoming limiting beliefs is an ongoing process. It doesn't happen overnight, and it requires consistent effort. You will have days where doubts resurface, but the key is to keep moving forward, to keep challenging those beliefs, and to keep reminding yourself of your power. The more you challenge the limitations you've placed on yourself, the more you'll begin to realize that the only limits that truly exist are the ones you choose to believe. And once you free yourself from those limitations, there is nothing that can stop you from achieving your wildest dreams. Accountability is the powerful force that can turn your dreams into reality. It is the practice of taking full responsibility for your actions, decisions, and progress rather than allowing excuses or distractions to derail you. Many people have big dreams, lofty goals, and an overwhelming desire for success. But the difference between those who achieve their goals and those who don't often comes down to accountability. When you hold yourself accountable, you create a structure that forces you to stay committed, take consistent action, and push through the challenges that will inevitably arise on your path to success. One of the key reasons why accountability is so crucial is that it prevents procrastination. It's easy to say, I'll get to it later, or I'm too busy right now, when there is no external pressure pushing you to act. But this type of thinking creates a pattern of inaction, and over time it erodes your progress and your confidence. By holding yourself accountable, you eliminate the option of putting things off. You set deadlines, create goals, and make sure that you follow through on the commitments you've made to yourself. In doing so, you start building momentum. And the feeling of accomplishment from consistently following through strengthens your belief in your ability to succeed. Accountability also forces you to be honest with yourself. When you are solely responsible for your progress, there is no one to blame but yourself. If you fall short, you can't point fingers or make excuses. You have to confront the fact that you didn't give your best effort, didn't put in the work, or didn't take the necessary steps to get closer to your goal. This honesty is uncomfortable but necessary for growth. It's only when you stop making excuses and start facing the reality of where you are that you can make meaningful changes. Accountability pushes you to be real with yourself, to confront your weaknesses, and to recognize areas where you need improvement. However, accountability isn't just about personal responsibility. It's also about surrounding yourself with people who hold you to a higher standard. While self-accountability is essential, having others who can support, challenge, and encourage you can make all the difference. Whether it's a mentor, a coach, a colleague, or a friend, the right people in your life can provide the guidance, motivation, and constructive criticism needed to help you stay on track. They can offer new perspectives, help you stay focused, and give you the push you need when you feel like giving up. Accountability partners are the mirrors that reflect your progress, help you stay on course, and make sure you don't settle for mediocrity. The beauty of accountability is that it creates a cycle of growth and achievement. The more you hold yourself accountable, the more you achieve. The more you achieve, the more motivated you become. And the more motivated you are, the more committed you become to staying accountable. It's a positive feedback loop that leads to continuous improvement, growth, and success. This transformative process doesn't just change your behavior, it changes your mindset. When you hold yourself accountable, you shift from being a passive observer of your life to an active participant in shaping your future. Accountability also helps you stay aligned with your purpose and values. Life is full of distractions, and it's easy to lose sight of your goals when you're constantly pulled in different directions. But when you are accountable to yourself and others, you have a constant reminder of your why. You stay grounded in your vision, and you make decisions based on your long-term goals rather than short-term temptations or obstacles that may arise. It keeps you focused on what truly matters, allowing you to prioritize your time and energy on the actions that will lead to your success. Ultimately, transformation through accountability is about taking control of your life. It's about stepping up, owning your choices, and realizing that you are the only one who has the power to shape your future. When you fully embrace accountability, you stop waiting for circumstances to change or for someone else to motivate you. Instead, you take charge, commit to the work, and trust that the results will follow. Through accountability, you will not only achieve your goals, but you will also transform into the person you were always meant to be, a person who is capable, confident, and unstoppable. The environment you surround yourself with has a profound impact on your growth, success, and mindset. Your physical surroundings, the people you interact with, and the ideas you're exposed to all play a critical role in shaping who you become. Too often, people underestimate the power of their environment, thinking that their success is solely determined by their efforts or skills. While those factors are certainly important, it is impossible to ignore the influence that your environment has on your behaviors, attitudes, and ultimately your results. Your physical space, the places you work, live, and spend time shapes your state of mind. A cluttered, disorganized environment can create a sense of chaos and overwhelm, making it harder to focus or be productive. On the other hand, a clean, well-organized space can promote clarity, creativity, and efficiency. The energy of your surroundings influences how you feel and how you perform. If you're surrounded by negativity, distractions, or an atmosphere that doesn't support your goals, it becomes much harder to stay motivated and make progress. But when your environment is conducive to focus, growth, and positivity, it becomes a powerful tool that propels you forward. However, it's not just about your physical space, it's also about the people you choose to spend time with. The individuals around you either lift you up or hold you down. If you're constantly surrounded by people who are negative, cynical, or negative energy will affect your own. You may begin to adopt their limiting beliefs, doubts, and fears, which can stunt your own growth and success. But when you surround yourself with people who inspire, challenge, and support you, you begin to see the world through a different lens. You start to believe in yourself more, push through your challenges with more resilience, and achieve greater things because you are constantly exposed to new ideas, possibilities, and perspectives. The influence of the environment also extends to the information you consume. The books you read, the podcasts you listen to, the media you engage with, these all shape your thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions. If you constantly feed your mind with negativity or limit your exposure to inspiring educational content, you will begin to see the world in a narrow, restricted way. But when you consciously choose to consume content that empowers you, broadens your horizons, and challenges your thinking, you open yourself up to new ideas and opportunities. Your environment, in this sense, includes everything that enters your mind, and the more you expose yourself to positive, growth-oriented influences, the more your own mindset shifts towards success. One of the most powerful aspects of the environment is the way it shapes your behaviors. If you want to break old habits and create new, empowering ones, your environment must support those changes. For instance, if you want to become more productive, create an environment that encourages focus, whether that means organizing your workspace, eliminating distractions, or setting up a routine that works for you. If you want to improve your fitness, surround yourself with people who prioritize health or join a community that holds you accountable. The key is to make your environment a reflection of the person you want to become. When your surroundings support your goals, achieving them becomes much easier. Sometimes the environment you need to thrive may not be readily available to you. In these cases, it's essential to take proactive steps to create the right environment for yourself. This might mean distancing yourself from toxic relationships, seeking out mentors or like-minded individuals, or making changes to your physical space to enhance your focus and creativity. Creating an environment that fosters growth and success requires intention, effort, and sometimes sacrifice. But the payoff is immense. Your environment will either act as a launching pad that propels you to success or a weight that holds you back. The choice is yours. The influence of your environment is a reminder that you are not an isolated entity. Your growth and success are deeply interconnected with the world around you. By consciously shaping your environment, you position yourself to achieve greatness. You create a space that supports your dreams, challenges your limitations, and inspires you to become the best version of yourself. When you intentionally surround yourself with positivity, inspiration, and people who believe in you, you elevate your potential and set yourself up for transformation and success.